Good evening and welcome to NNX, where we give you campus news faster than you can eat a bowl of mac and cheese. I'm Naya Reyes.
And I'm Lance Wilhelm. I hope you've got your dinner ready because we're about to jump into tonight's updates. As spring approaches, flowers aren't the only thing that's blooming. So is Evanston's farmers market season. Evanston kicking off the 2023 season of the farmers market for the 48th year. Starting off spring with fresh produce and sweet treats, the market features over 50 local vendors and runs every Saturday through early November from 7:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. behind the Hilton Garden Inn. For shoppers, it's a great way to support local businesses and get involved in the Evanston community. For the vendors, it's a way to connect with new customers.
My wife and I, we live just down the street, and we knew when we moved here a couple years ago, we wanted to be really tapped into the community. And as I started my business, I knew that this was where I wanted to start, and we've been just well received by the community.
David is here to tell us more about what was going on this past Saturday. David, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Lance.
And David, what were some of the things that were being sold at the farmers market?
Lance, there was a lot going on. The really popular one was the crepe station. The line really backed up all the way. My personal favorite, I bought some lamb breakfast sausages and a fresh baguette, and made some breakfast sandwiches with my friends.
Right. And what was the turnout like? Who was there?
It was really crowded. It was a little rainy in the morning, so Evanston, it was a little bit slower than before, but by the time I got there around 11:30, there was a lot of people out there shopping. Kids, college students, all ages were really there.
Right. Thanks, David. If you're looking to catch up on some grocery shopping this weekend, the farmers market is open every Saturday morning.
In downtown Evanston, the city kicking off its first Makers Market of 2023. Despite the parked cars, this wasn't a garage sale or a drive-through. During the event, local vendors from Chicago come to sell their product, drawing students and residents looking to support local businesses. And it's not just vendors looking for a great sale. Artists, both new and old, come to the Makers Market to showcase their work and connect with the community.
I think it's just a great way to be out and to get my products out to the people.
Evanston Made is hosting 2 more Makers Markets this calendar year, one in August and one in October. Visit evanstonmade.org for more info.
The end of cold weather provides fun opportunities to stroll through downtown Evanston. Some city residents did just that over the weekend. Customers enjoying food, drinks, and discounts at over 20 businesses at the Sip and Stroll event this past Saturday. Some businesses, like Capital, offer freshly baked pastries, while others, like Gearhead, provide more savory options, showing customers how to make grilled cheese on a camping burner. The stroll also giving local art students a way to showcase their projects. The event provided a tasteful and colorful opportunity for the community to support local businesses and artists.
Maison du Prince on Chicago and Dempster Avenue is the new shop on the block. With glitz, gold, and flowers, Maison du Prince hosting its grand opening in Evanston last Friday. The store, moving from Winnetka, its home since opening during the pandemic in 2020, selling home decor and floral arrangements. The store's name translates to House of Prince, an important part of the store's mission, connecting with community.
I'm sort of a Francophile and love all things French, so it's really House of Prince, and my last name, of course, is Prince.
Alicia is here to talk more about the new store.
Thank you for having me, Naya.
So, given the impact of the pandemic on small businesses throughout Evanston, how did COVID affect Maison du Prince?
So, as I said in my package, Maison du Prince actually opened in Winnetka in 2020, just as the pandemic was gaining traction. And the pandemic, as we know, have brought a lot of harsh implications for businesses all across the world, but that was not the case for Maison du Prince. I talked to the owner, and he actually said that Maison du Prince got a lot more customers who were buying things like candles and pillows during the pandemic to make their house feel a little bit more like home.
And what draws customers to the store?
Well, one customer that I talked to was really into the fact that it was a Black-owned business. And another fact was that the smell of candles, oh my gosh, there were candles everywhere all across the store, and it just smelled really great.
Thanks, Alicia. Be sure to look out for Maison du Prince at the Evanston Arts and Craft and Beverage Walk on the 18th.
In honor of Migratory Birds Week, Evanston Ecology Center hosted a bird watching basics course for Evanstonians curious about feathered friends. Whether rain or shine, Evanston birdwatchers find ways to engage in this hobby, no matter what, with help of technology. Beginner birdwatchers learn about apps that compile global user data for scientists, such as NestWatch, an app that logs nest data. Local residents can help make the city safer for its birds too, being careful how they approach bird nests and respecting bird habitats.
Just something as simple as putting stickers on your windows. Birds can't see that or can't see glass, so giving them that little help has really helped Evanston become a better bird-safe city.
This Saturday, the Ecology Center will celebrate World Migratory Bird Day with a bird walk, a bird proclamation from Mayor Biss, and other activities.
It's Older Americans Month, and with it comes the return of an annual event in Evanston dedicated to aging adults. NNN's Caitlin Bender-Thomas has more on how the city of Evanston is supporting the older generation.
Social interaction, educational workshops, and highlighting resources for older adults. The city of Evanston hosting its 22nd annual Aging Well Conference last week.
At Evanston just wanted to engage people. And being disabled, I know it can be really isolating.
Featuring a variety of workshops led by experts, teaching seniors more about the subjects interesting to them, from healthy eating to AI and how to avoid scams.
I always leave enjoying myself.
The goal? To help Evanston's older residents find connection and show Evanston is a community for everyone, regardless of age.
Families move here when their kids are ready for school age and then move away when the kids leave home. That's not who we want to be.
Now, due to the pandemic, Evanston residents haven't been able to gather here for the Aging Well Conference since 2019, so many say they're happy it's back.
The period of COVID was so devastating.
The conference presents an annual Aging Well Award to an Evanston older resident for their impact on the community, but the past 3 recipients couldn't be honored in person. Susan Sherko was one of them.
I think the best thing about it is that we can all be here.
Finding community in Evanston at all ages. Caitlin Bender-Thomas, Northwestern News Network.
The next Aging Well Conference is expected to be held on Friday, May 3rd, 2024. Residents can visit cityofelvanston.org for updates.
With the rigorous quarter system at Northwestern, some students are celebrating and embracing their inner nerd. From the big brains walking among us to chess club champions, nerd culture is ingrained in Northwestern. Despite the stereotype, some students aim to make some aspects of nerd culture more fun and inclusive for all. Others express appreciation for the space they have to explore their niche interests, such as quirkiness, such as Star Wars. Norris hosting a May the 4th Be With You event last Thursday.
This Northwestern students' fun way of making fun of ourselves.
A great way for nerds and oddballs to feel seen on campus. After all, they say "and" is in our DNA for a reason. And Naya, did you know that there's a club on campus specifically dedicated to the New York Times daily mini crossword puzzles?
I did not, but I just got into crossword puzzles, so I might need to check it out next quarter.
Right, I mean, likewise, I think that's something I might have to look into for next year.
We can go to the first meeting together.
I'm going to hold you to that.
I'm there.
I sure hope you know that. Okay.
I'm there. Well, we don't. So, my time today was 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Not too bad, I don't think so.
Not terrible, not
What's
terrible.
your best time so far?
I mean, I did get lucky one time and get 30 seconds. That's my high score, yeah.
And for one crossward?
For a mini crossword.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Yes,
I was going to say 30 seconds is like record breaking.
Yes.
I do use a little help from my friends and sometimes Google. I will admit though.
I see. I got to say I'm a little bit of a purist. I don't go and Google different things.
Awesome. Well, we don't want to keep you from nerding out too long. That's all we have for you tonight. I'm Naya Reyes.
And I'm Lance Wilhelm. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the Northwestern News Report and Politicat later tonight.
Thanks for watching.